one day, you don't know anymore. You don't know. It's like you are a relic, like you are relying truly on the kindness of strangers to still have a social life. You're like, hey, so do you know of anything going on this weekend? And I'm laughing because, and I'm sure you are laughing too, because you're especially laughing if you're starting to feel that disconnect. You know what I mean? If you've had to ask more than 2 people what's going on this weekend, you know it's creeping up on you. You know what's happening. What's happening is, bitch, you're getting old. Yes, that's what's happening, bitch. When you start to no longer listen to the radio and rely heavily on Pandora or your iTunes or something else because you just don't want to hear this shit that's on the radio, bitch, you're there. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. It's so good to see you. Feeling so good to have you. Welcome to that Auntie Uncle Club, okay? Now, the way you stave that off is you just don't continue listening to the popping music of your time, because then you'll get stuck, all right? Don't only watch the shows that used to come on. Like, if you're still watching Martin and listening to Wu-Tang, you're on the dark side, okay? You're on the dark side of it. Like, if you are complaining about the music now, like complaining, not just saying that you don't listen to it, but complaining about it, you're on the dark side. You have to like, you can be, you know, like the Bible say, you can be in the world, but not of the world. You can be in it. You can still know what's popping without having to be like thirsty, wanting to still pop. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I mean? Like, you can still wear Vans, but you can't wear them in the context of you're trying to be cool. Like, you are cool. You know what I mean? So you know when to wear them, where to wear them. And it's your purpose in wearing them is very specific. Not because you're trying to be young. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know how to explain it. Like, girls, you have to understand. Like, you can't. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I'm definitely preaching to a certain age group here, okay? All I'm saying is, it's like ladies, you can't let that hair grow in on your face. Like, you can't give up. I just can't give up now. You can't give up. Don't give up, okay? Listen, you can be in the world and not be of the world. Like, you can still know what's popping. You need to still know who Megan Thee Stallion is. You need to know. That doesn't mean that you have to drive down the street with it bumping at 30 levels, like twerking on Instagram, showing everybody, like, look at me, I'm young still. No, like, you know what I mean? Like, and even when you do that, it's purposeful. Like, you're like, oh, you know, I'm not doing it to show you that I'm young. I pop, like, I'm popping. Okay. Like, I don't know, guys. It's such, oh, God. I know I'm crawling into a rabbit hole of like explanation. All right. Listen. All right. What the fuck's going on with you this week, my nigga? There is really not. It's been a slow news week, no? You know? Oh, bitch. Here's a gag. I got a new boss. You know, I often find in times that I feel like I am energetically moving towards something positive, that there's always a test of that. That there's always a moment where there's a test of, like, are you walking like you talking, bitch? Like, you talking all this positive energy shit. You talking this, like, not just because woke is such a, I hate, like, woke is such a state of being that's only current. You know what I mean? Like, it just, to me, that's the connotation. I am conscious. You know, and I don't mean like I just eat vegetables and I rub lemons under my arms and shit like that. I mean, like, I am constantly trying to be aware of presence in every fucking situation of my life. And so because of that, I find that there are moments where if I'm moving like if I feel like I'm energetically moving towards a positive place with that, here comes something to test that. something to like make me emotionally irate, or something to, test my ego or something like that, to really see if I am walking like I'm talking. And like, I am not, by nature, I have a difficulty with authority, with authoritative figures. By nature, I am someone who will constantly buck the authority. Not because, in a lot of ways, yeah, I'm trying to be an asshole, but I think in a lot of ways also, I want to force people to move towards the trajectory. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we can just talk about things in just like what they are, but we can see it for the bigger picture, and like, let's move towards a deeper understanding. And so sometimes I buck the system because of it. And I'm not the only person who does it. I think you guys might call it something different in your life. The type of motherfucker that asks you the question that they already know that, like, if they ask that question, you're going to look stupid because, like, you have been thinking about that context, haven't you? Oh. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if you were thinking about that. That kind of person. Or the type of person who's like, I don't like to think of myself as being difficult just for the sake of being difficult, because that is not it either. I think that when you grow to be conscious, you get to like kind of put yourself in a more presence where you can say like, all right, well, you need to also think about like the energy that you're about to put forth in the communication that you're conveying. Yeah, so I got a new boss, and, I think that this has just been an interesting week for me energetically. And I feel like I'm being shown a lot of stuff even towards myself, because you have to know that things don't just happen to you. There's obviously something that you're putting out there, an energy, a vibration that is being received out there that is picking up on something, and what you're seeing is a result of that energy being pushed out there. All right, I totally get it. Like, dog, I understand that, So yeah, that's going to be directly correlated to my pull-up for the week. So let's just get into this slow news week out here in the world. So, Rihanna debuted her new Fenty line, which is a collaborative effort between the artist and LVMH, the fashion house. She's the first Black woman to have an original line with the house. And congratulations to Rihanna. And also congratulations to SZA, because upon hearing about SZA's negative experience at a Sephora where she was being racially profiled and she was just trying to get her Fenty products, Rihanna sent SZA some a card, which I'm assuming allows her to get any Fenty, all Fenty, that she ever could and would cosmetically desire. So shout out to Rihanna. Rihanna is just, I think that if there is a spirit bitch that I would ever love to be in terms of energy out there, it would be Rihanna. She has a very I don't give a fuck vibe, and she gives a fuck, but meaning like she's conscious enough to understand herself as an artist. I don't think that she takes herself so seriously, and she's, like, oh my God, I'm this artiste, like, I think that she does it and she has fun with it, and she loves to sing, and she loves to perform, and part of her performance is the persona to which that she serves us. And let's not front, the brand Rihanna, to me, is bigger than even she would have to be global, because the way that she presents, you know what I mean? I mean, all of it, the hair, the skin, the face, the beat, the eyes, the body, either when she is very thin or when she's giving you her thickest, everything about her just seems to be feet deeply rooted in who she is, and really just owning that. And so she's never married to one particular look, because she explores different facets of herself, which I think that that is what we've come to respect about Rihanna. And if there's any bitch that you would take clothing advice from, hello, her whole fucking team, like whether it is Melzy, or it is Iljaja, or, Youssef on the hair, or it is Ursula Stevens on hair, or whoever it is, like whoever she's surrounded herself with at all times, she is real enough that they're just there to enhance what exists. Like, she doesn't need this fucking nose job. She doesn't need and no, that's no shade, no tea to nobody. She don't need the injections or whatever the case is. She's just Rihanna. She just is. And I think that we fucking love every bit of it. With that said, oh no. I like the line. I thought it was very Rihanna. You know what I mean? And I think the irony of that is that everything that she does outside of music, she uses the name Fenty, in terms of business. Fenty lingerie, Savage Fenty, Fenty the fashion house, Fenty beauty. Like, it is not Rihanna. You know what I mean? It's Fenty. It's her as a brand, as this, get money bitch who at one time, ironically, was going to be filing for bankruptcy. Okay? Because she, that could be false news, but I do remember a time where she had some difficulty getting her money. So, this is all full circle and so exciting. I just thought that the line, I don't know, I felt like, I wish that I would have saw more intricacy in design, if that makes any sense. I know, I can tell that there was thought behind the design, and I get it, and I get the looks, and I do like them. I was just hoping for something that was going to be more intricate, like the cuts, the silhouettes were just going to fucking wow me. Okay, and maybe that's to come. I mean, this is the first one, but I wasn't wowed by it. Rihanna, don't be mad at me, girl. Please don't be mad at me. Robin, please don't be mad at me, Robin. But I'm just saying, I love it. I just thought it was going to be different because you were connected to a major fashion house. So I just thought that they would allow you to like really go in. And I want to say this. I want to say that like my eyes have also, because I've been out of real fashion for so long, I feel like my eyes have been corrupted by the House of CBs and Fashion Novas of the world. I think that I see what I see on Instagram, and I'm still looking at that as like intricate design, even though they're able to turn a look from last night's whatever awards into like production and being sold to you the very next day. Like, I know that's not craftsmanship. It can't be. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm starting to look at that as being affordable luxury because I'm still poor and I'm not out here trying to compete anymore with any of the dolls. So I don't need to have Gucci to be a bad bitch. I think those things are fantastic, and who would say no? But at the same time, like, I don't know. I think that my fashion eyes have been corrupted. Don't look at me and roll your eyes. I mean, I still know what's hood. I still know what's good out here in these streets. I'm just saying that, I don't know. I didn't want something that I could see in Zara. No shade. No shade. I just wanted something that, like, the girls can't duplicate. You know what it is? Like, look at Yeezy. Look at how fast. And I was working for an urban retailer at the time that Yeezy, the brand, started to pop. Beyond the sneakers, the brand, the clothing brand, everything, the whole shebang bang. And I remember the rush to get looks that would resemble that of what we saw. And so these takedowns of, what I consider luxury still, because $300 and something for a pair of sweatpants, who has it? So seeing the takedowns of that, it just made it too accessible to me. You know, knowing that like the H&Ms and, you know, whatever, the takedowns were happening so easy. I just did not want something for Rihanna where the takedown could happen